Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Guys, before we jump into the recap, I want to make a few announcements. First and foremost, guys, you guys can now become members of the Relentless trading community, guys. If you want to take that extra initiative and support your boy RT, support the channel, guys, for $9.99 a month, you guys can now support RT, show some love in the community here. And also, there's a small incentive, right? Why not? Why not, bless the members who are coming in to show some love? So, I will upload level 2 for every recording moving forward, today forward. For those of you who are interested in seeing the level 2, of course, on the main screen, we're now back to just, charts. So for those of you who do want to see the level 2 and you want to see a little bit more detail of my trades and where I'm looking to take the trades based off of level 2, you guys can check it out as well. But first and foremost, it's a way to just show some support, show some love to the channel, show some love to your guy here, Relentless Trader. So with that being said, remember to hit that thumbs up as well. Subscribe to the channel if you are a new viewer. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So SHC and ICU are the two stocks that I traded today. ICU pre-market highs were up there around $10. I thought this one had potential. I thought it was looking very similar to PXMD from Friday rather. And boy, was I wrong. It did a nice red to green initially, but rejected very hard from 650 down to 580 in the blink of an eye. Once I saw this, I stayed clear from this stock. It's as if the bids were not even, it's like they were non-existent, just gone. Boom, 40, 50, 60, 70 cent drop instantly. After I saw that, I stayed clear from this thing, and it did it a couple more times. Right here, around 951, and again at 1015. Just was untrustworthy and unsafe. So SHC, which was the main stock of the day, man, was this thing aggressive. In fact, let's take a look at it on over here on level 2. All right, let's take a look at it from the recording earlier today. I pulled it up fairly early, right? This is around 9:31, and this thing is absolutely ripping, man. I got it up around 8:15 or so, and I think, had I been paying a little bit closer attention to it, maybe I could have gotten an entry in this area here for break of 8, and then potentially the pullback from the highs, which at this point was at 28, because from 28, I believe it's, hanging around 816, 819. That was an area to consider looking at the trade. And even if we want to look at that, we can, right? Let's come over here, and let me pull this over here to the side. Let's go to videos. I believe we can capture that small snippet to see if we could have potentially gotten an entry. Let's see. Okay, so this was, very early in the morning, so let's check it out. Muted? Are we muted? Yes, we are. So this thing starts off, there's 770, and in my level 2, the bid price was above the ask price for some time here and there. You see 87 by 76. This is why I had to restart the platform eventually, because it was a little buggy. But it immediately pushes up to 8. I didn't recognize it here, but I thought it was going to get halted. You see the halt level at 803, very close. Very, very close. 803, nope, halt is extended to 32. We got 13 by 21. It's pretty volatile. 8 by 10, 14 by... my level 2 is off. Okay, 11 by 14. There we go. Das. Come on, Das. Okay, can we see that move up to 28? This would have had to have been the area for the entry. 806, the blue line, daily support. And there's 27, 28 for the highs. It dips to a low of 11 there. And this is around the area where I pulled it up So there's 9 on the bids. Yeah, it seemed like it was holding here. So this is exactly where I'm going to pull it up now on the other screen. So at that point, we're at like 816. So I think if I'm watching this exclusively, I could have potentially gotten an entry. But at this time, you know, as mentioned, ICU was the other stock I had on. And so this thing just starts to take off. It just absolutely continues to rip here. 36, 38, 40. So yeah, that would have definitely been the entry down there. If you didn't capture that, you kind of missed out. And I did miss out. Now it seems like we're going to get halted again. This is hot market movements here. This is hot market movements. This is sometimes part of the trick in a hot market too, is that you want to be watching at the right stock. If not, missing that first minute and a half can be detrimental. It can be crucial. It can be costly. It's detrimental, man. It's pretty important to capture that first minute and a half. The hot level's now extended again, but we're not pulling back here. Can we pull back to now 820, 830 for you know, cleaner entry? No, it gets halted up here. I believe resumption is around 11. Let's fast forward a little more. Here we go, resumption. So we're halted at 61. Boom. 880. It pushes. Can we get a dip? Can we get a dip? Can we get a dip? You see, it's not really dipping. It's holding fairly high, 75 or so. So I feel uncomfortable to take the dip and rip here. It was just so strong. You know, when the stock is this strong and we're not seeing this every day, it's hard to buy it higher and watch for the bigger move. If it's happening more regularly, it's easier to do. Well, on this one-time kind of a thing here in the slower market, like if we see this tomorrow, I'd be willing to buy higher. You know, if it's like 2-3 days in a row, but you got to be very careful. Even with the size, you know, you can easily click some big losses. Right, I'm gonna try break of 9. I'm in. Hold on. Let's look at that again. All right, let's look at that one more time. I'm seeing 93 by 94. 90 by 93, and there's some red, but it's holding very strongly. So 95 by 97. I'm gonna punch it right there. I wanted to see more buying on the ask at 9. I thought we would have been able to, but I'm in. There's 99. I'm back out. Can we see the break? I'm gonna give it one more shot, and then I'm gonna cancel the trade here. Well, get out of the trade. Scratch trade. Break. Okay, dip and rip. Dip and rip. 11. You see how it's holding so high, man. I'm in at 11, but then we pulled back to 8, and I cut it scratch. Man, and that was a pretty close trade right there in itself. I believe the dip to 7 is what got me confused here. Because watch the push. Watch the push. It rips to 16. And 16 is a decent breakout over the highs. But the pullback is only, you know, instead of it pulling back to, let's say, 801, 901, 902, it's pulling back and holding very high at 11. And then once I see 7 and 8, I'm like, okay, it might not be the best entry there. So I stopped out, and then it goes without me. You know, this stock, man, I tell you, this one got away, and it's going to be, the halt level's going to get extended there, and it just continued chasing down the halt level. So my first great trade really came after we had the first pullback. This pullback here, we had a low of 44, I believe it was. Or is it 34? 30, yeah, 24 was the level. So we push, and then we start to get the pullback here. Oh, hold up. I was a little too fast. Okay, here we go. There it is. So we got all the way up to 960, which was essentially resistance. And then we started to put in a bottom around 23. So watch this as it comes down 30, 25, 25, 24. It bounces there. I didn't take it because I'm like, it's a little hard to tell. So it's going to bounce back up, and then I'm going to trade the second pullback. So this is the retest of the highs. That's the first pullback and rip. Now can we come back down and repeat that same trade? Watch this. This is where I'm going to go long here. Watching 32 on the bids. Watching 32 on the bids. Watching low 20s, high 20s here. It hits a low of 26, 27. I'm in. I'm like, okay, I believe it's holding high. Let's give this a chance. Can we get back here now to 60, 65, 70? Watching that level 2. We're being patient in the trade. We start to curl a little bit. Can we see 50? Can we see 60 here? That's what I'm watching for. Giving it a chance. Can we see that 1 minute candle potentially make the new high? Taking a little bit off. And then I'm all out on the rest right there as it flashes down quickly. So it wasn't the best trade. It wasn't the biggest trade rather, but this was my best trade of the day. And you know, we have to wait patiently for that pullback. We got a small scratch trade in here. Let's see. A bit dangerous to be trying to take the third pullback here. So we got in and out quickly, and then we scalped. Let's see. This is where we started the platform. And then we scalped a 1 minute candle. So we missed out on some data here, you know. We resetted our volume. We realized, okay, volume is heavy. We're going to actually go short. Look at this. Okay, we're going to catch a quick scalp. We're going to catch a quick scalp here. And then we're going to go short. So we're in at 42. Volume comes in. Can we see 47, 48? We do. But I'm only getting 2 cents as the spreads are coming back down 44. You guys know how it is with these fills on the bids. Well, maybe we got a little bit more than 2 cents right there. And I'm going to look to go short on this thing. So watch this position here as it bounces. I realize, okay, if we can come back high, I want the short. So I'm short right here at 930. This was such a great read. It comes down to 916. This is already a solid trade to this point. But I'm not looking to take it off because I think it's very likely that we break down below VWAP and break down in, 880s. Tomorrow, if we have shares available, I'll try this trade again. So it curls back up. I stop out with small gains. My goal at this point, I want to get back in higher. And it goes up here 41. It goes up to 44, I believe. But I didn't take the re-short. 42, here we go, 42. This would have been the ideal area here, but I didn't take it. I wanted to wait because at one point volume picked up a little bit and I didn't want to jump the gun, but it started to pull back. So if we come back a little bit more, yeah, this is where we started to tank. And from here, it was history, right? So if you'd gotten that re-short, look at this. Just 3 minutes later, we're at 886, which is what I was looking for on this first breakdown here. So smokes, but no cigar. And then this thing even went lower and lower and lower and lower. It finally bounced at 806. So look at how our trend lines, I want you guys to realize how well our trend lines are working. Look at resistance 65. Right, and then now look at support at 806. Now when it came up, essentially it broke over 806 without any major issues, right? But look at when we fast forward. Did I put it back on screen? Okay, maybe not. So let's pull this over and let's look at it here on the charting. Look at this. It comes right down to this blue line and curls back up. Beautiful. I didn't stick around for the bounce, but I mentioned we should get a bounce at some point. Now, we went from 807 to 844. About 30 cents. It wasn't the best bounce ever. And then it continued lower. And so it came back again. I missed this here. It came back again. We had a low now of 89. This is a little bit lower than the support level though. And then crawls back up. This is a bit somewhat okay. This one is about 50 cents. Yeah, about 50 cents on this bounce. But yeah, the short entry would have been great if we would have gotten back in and just held. That could have potentially given us another 250 on the day, which would have put us around 500. But green is good. We're shutting it down here. And yeah, final P&L on the day is at 254. We did take a small loss in the ICU, as mentioned, but that was it. Yeah, guys, that's the day. It's been Relentless Trader. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing. As mentioned, if you guys want to become a member, be sure to check it out. And I'll catch you guys next time, right? That way you guys, I'll catch you guys next time. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Tomorrow, bright and early, 8:59 a.m. sharp for the live stream. That's when it's going to be game time. Bright and early. Let's do this tomorrow again. Let's have some more fun. Let's be back, guys. It's been RT. And I am, of course, signing out.